Big news, we're coming out with our second annual Top 50 B2B Marketplace ranking. Congratulations to all the founders. Let's check out what's in the report. Hello, I'm Alex Mozet. Welcome to a special edition of Winner Take All. We just came out with our second annual Top 50 B2B Marketplace report, our second annual Top 50 B2B Marketplace ranking. We first launched this report last year, highlighting product marketplaces. So not service marketplaces, but product marketplaces that are facilitating commerce to buy and sell, between business buyers and could be manufacturers, could be other distributors as the supply side of the equation. But B2B distributors are generally directly in the crosshairs for where these B2B marketplaces are gaining market share at the expense of the distribution industry. It's not always the case. Many of the B2B marketplaces still work with distributors, and distributors are suppliers. And in some cases, distributors are buyers. But the marketplaces need to earn their keep somehow. And so that margin, even if the distributors are still a part of the transaction, that margin is coming from somewhere. You can do the math on where that usually has to come from. The report is free. You can go pick it up on our website. If you go to distributionleadership.com, you'll go to this landing page, fill out your information, you can get the report for free. Not only have we ranked the top 50 B2B marketplaces, this is really focused on the United States. These are independent marketplaces, right? So Xometry, a now public company, was in our top 10 in our first ranking, in last year's ranking, but they're no longer on the list because now they're a publicly listed entity. So you can see here what we also talk about in the report. We do a lot of analysis. Not only can you see who's in the ranking, did they go up or down in the ranking, how much money have they raised, what industry are they in, right? You'll get all that information. But also then we look at a few themes. What's going on when you look at marketplace growth versus distributors' e-commerce growth, right? We have a few publicly listed distributors that are now putting a greater and greater emphasis on e-commerce, and they're actually breaking out their e-commerce growth relative to the rest of their core business. And so we actually compare and contrast how are our marketplaces growing compared to the e-commerce divisions in some of these big distributors. SaaS to marketplace, we see a lot of SaaS companies, software as a service companies, trying to become marketplace companies. And we also see some marketplace companies launching SaaS offerings as a part of what we would call a linear hook to get access to more demand or more supply. We talk about that in great detail. We go and look at which verticals are raising more money or have greater likelihood for disruption in the immediate term. We also cover a theme which we see actually in a lot of verticals across this report, where it's actually manufacturers and suppliers. They're now directly not only collaborating with, but actually directly investing in a number of our top 50 B2B marketplaces, right? And so we look at that and think long and hard about it, because that's a pretty big deal. I don't know, people are offering us a bunch of money to put their name on this report. We've turned down any sponsorship dollars. We haven't gotten any money for this thing. We're not even charging for this report. But we're doing this because we want to draw attention to what's happening in the world of B2B commerce. And it's very important that everyone wake up to it. We know now a number of VCs. We also have a VC ranking of who are the top VCs investing in these B2B marketplaces. There are a number of parties who have already started to understand the power of B2B commerce. B2B distribution is the largest industry in the United States, over $8 trillion in size. So we're just trying to raise awareness about what are new innovative models to transact, to create value in these B2B markets, and to draw some, much needed attention. And congratulations to everyone in our top 50 ranking. It's very hard to build a business, let alone a marketplace business. These companies that are on this list have been around for many, many years. What you see today is something that took them many years of just, let alone thinking about, to then building, and a lot of struggles. and hardship to get to where they are today. So congratulations to the founders, the management team, and the entire staff of companies in our top 50. And if you weren't in the top 50, please continue to stay in touch. Keep us updated on your progress, as next year is always another year. Make sure to go to distributionleadership.com, free sign up page to get the report.